I'm Ryan Kellermeyer, founder and director of NeighborLink Grant County, which was launched here in Grant County on October the 31st of this year to provide practical neighbor-to-neighbor expressions of God's love here in Grant County. After observing the work of NeighborLink Fort Wayne to mobilize neighbors in their community over many years, I invited some friends and neighbors together to discuss launching an affiliate here in Grant County. NeighborLink is a powerful technology platform connecting neighbors in need with neighbors indeed. We are currently a community of 43 volunteers and growing. And in 6 weeks, we've completed now 10 out of 35 requests for help from Grant County neighbors during those 6 weeks. Next slide, please. This is Reggie and his grandson, Elijah. After trick-or-treating on Halloween, Elijah brought home a raffle ticket for a PlayStation, which we purchased with the grant from the Community Foundation. And we were raffling that off there to spread awareness about what our NeighborLink platform was. So that evening, the family visited neighborlinkgc.org to see if Elijah's ticket was the winning ticket and if he was going to win the PlayStation. Unfortunately, he didn't win, but after learning about NeighborLink Grant County, Reggie decided to post a request for help. Here's what he wrote. He said, "I'd bought all the material to lay down the ceramic tile in my kitchen. I put down the cement board, and that's how far I got before my health issues prevented me from completing this project. Me and my wife have guardianship of our 5 grandchildren, and money has been so thin. We can't afford to hire anyone to do what needs to be done. The bathroom roof is leaking, so it's now covered with a tarp. It's very depressing." Next slide, please. Shortly after Reggie posted his request for help, Clint, a student from Indiana Wesleyan University who works for a home builder during breaks from school, volunteered to plan and lead this project. Clint, 2 Indiana Wesleyan classmates, and a friend from their church visited Reggie and made a plan to return on December 3rd to lay the tile that Reggie had bought but was unable to install himself. NeighborLink Grant County volunteers have also been to Reggie's property to assess the roof damage and to measure for a wheelchair ramp that we hope to build in the spring. NeighborLink Grant County encourages our volunteers to build relationships with those requesting help and work with them to address concerns beyond their initial request for help. Next slide, please. People facing material poverty often describe their hardship as social or psychological, using words such as shame, isolation, hopelessness, or in Reggie's case, depressing. Poverty doesn't mean just a lack of material things, but also is often a lack of healthy relationships. And so without a network of healthy relationships, where can a person turn for help in the face of a challenging situation? One of the first presenters, I believe it was from the Firefly, she talked about how the amount of poverty here in Grant County. And so I was just calling to mind all these families that are struggling. And it's not just their material situations, but it's often lack of network to know where to find the help that they need. And so what can we do, right? We could throw a message in a bottle and toss it into the Mississinawa and hope that somebody finds it. But we have a better solution. And so next slide, please, Megan. So thanks to the Community Foundation's grant, NeighborLink Grant County was able to draw, on our very first day, 449 unique visitors to our website, which no one had heard of prior to October the 31st. On that same day, Reggie and 5 others posted requests for help, and we also had 6 volunteer applications. That was just the very, very first day. We've since we've seen a total of 35 requests for help posted. We've now completed 10 of those, and we now have 43 registered volunteers. So word is getting out that there's no longer a need to toss a message in the bottle into the Mississinawa. There's a small but growing community of volunteers who are regularly checking neighborlinkgc.org to see which of our neighbors need a helping hand. The relational poverty impacting Reggie and others in Grant County is decreasing, one post and one relationship at a time. Thank you to the Community Foundation for the help.